is Shekinah and you're watching Go Finance News. Today we have hot news about the subject Finance 7, in which the country exposure concentration. For the first topic, let us hear from Jay Javier. Jay?
Hello guys, good evening. Many countries like Philippines are considering diversification through the financial risk we are facing. So the federal banking agencies recognize that concentration limits and diversification are useful ways to moderate country risk. Diversification is especially relevant to international lending because the assessment of the country risk can involve major uncertainties. The one of the diversified economic country is USA. The United States has the largest and most technologically advanced and most diverse economy in the world, while the United States accounts for only half 4% of the world's population, and its GDP or gross domestic product is only about 26% of the world's total economic output. The American economy is a free market and a private enterprise system that has only limited government intervention in areas such as healthcare, transportation, and retirement. Diversification provides some protection against dramatic change in the economic or political environments of a particular country.
Thank you, Jay. Now, let's hear from another reporter, Ms. Judy Gaudeniz and Garan. Ladies?
Thank you, Ms. Shekinah. As part of their country risk management process, internationally active institutions should adopt a system of a country's exposure limits because the limit setting process often involves divergent interests within the institution, such as senior management, country managers, and country risk committee. Country risk limits will usually require the balancing of several considerations. Since the federal banking agencies have seen the value of imbibing concentration limits and diversification to abate country risk, one of the country risk management process have acquired the activity of allowing internationally active institutions to adopt a system of a country's exposure limits. This, they consider different factors that could help in the limit setting process. To give us more details, here's Ms. Layami reporting.
The overall strategy guiding the institution's international activities or on how a country compete and communicate with the other international country. Next is the country's risk rating. It is to clarify on how high or low the rate of risk to be a specific country, the capacity to pay, and how they generate payment. Another part of consideration is the institution risk appetite. It is to evaluate a specific country on how they deal risk, on how an institution of a country to be considered was to deal and overcome a risk. The perceived business opportunities in the country is also a part to be considered because this is a thing to assist and evaluate to a country's capacity to deal internationally. Lastly, the desire to support international business needs to build a union together with the other country, to relay and to extend help to other countries. For this reason, let us hear from another reporter some examples about this matter.
What a thought. Now, let's hear from Cornelio Isidro. Cor?
In March 2002 statement, note indicates that to efficiently control risks associated with international activities, institutions must have a risk management system that focuses on the country risks. It is also recognized the country risks into institutions exposure to foreign limited of counterparties.
Thank you, Cornelio. Another thought is that the sovereign crises are often not limited to just one country, and surrounding regions and industries are typically affected as well. And the March 2022 statement advises banks to consider limiting exposure on a broader basis. Examiners should identify exposures to broader countries and groupings. In a ROE, when bank or market analysis identify links or risks between countries where the bank is exposed. For this matter, we need business to understand its social responsibility. But the main task and the objective of its business is not to generate extra income and to become rich and to transfer money abroad, but to look and evaluate what a businessman has done for his country and for the people he or she has become so rich. That's all for this afternoon. See us later.